traversing the vast, unfolding spheres of emanation, the folk of divine descent on winged beasts unveil in subtle code the stations of lunar bodies, the gaseous orbs, and the 12 sublime zodiacal towers. Theirs is the promise of the alighting place that awaits them at their journey's end. Through corridors of stations and abodes they fly, each realm increasing in degree of nobility and proximity to the throne, towards the presence of the beginningless and all-encompassing determiner. The station of no station is their reserve, along with the keys to her vast treasuries. Nocturnal meeting houses bear insignia above the entryways that indicate which letter, name, and colloquiatic sign their zawiya adheres to faithfully. The ones who verify and recognize the signs and ciphers of the gatherer inherit her bounties and drink directly from the generous well springs that brim and flow with the rich elixir that every Gnostic craves. They say, "Remember me in your refuge, for no one recognizes her but her." Book of Time and Consequence, she says, "Shall no one recognize my visage, or know the measure of my account concerning the truth, or know the reason why I come to my own at night through traces and manifestations of me? O night, see how my signs are visible across the two horizons and etched upon the palpitating hearts of humankind. Remember me in your seclusion, friend. Recite from mine the divine colloquiad. Recite from the plethora of psalm and verse therein. Transmit them interest-free. Serve those who yearn for me a wine unmixed, and do not settle for a lesser brew." She also said, "Let me disclose to you, O servant of the compassionate, the secrets of the cosmos most sublime. Delight in the word of your clement advocate. Do not come to me in the solitude of night for intercession on your behalf or on behalf of others close to you, when in your heart a malignant seed takes root and rust diminishes its pristine gloss. For I will recite from my book in a dialect familiar to you. Verily, it is your own. Allow me to be the ear with which you hear, the eyes with which you see, the tongue with which you taste, for you are the folk of divine tasting, and yours is the sweetest wine. The hand with which you extend to those in need, the feet with which you go and then return to me, your grantor of security. Am I not your Lord, the beginningless establisher of ways? And when I ask, which of my portents do you deny? You feign stupidity and ignorance, when in your heart you are aware of me. For truly, I am the heart within your heart, and so I know the secrets kept therein. I am the unmoved mover of celestial forms, the first cause, the active intellect, the preserved tablet, and all that emanates from my dominion, descending from sphere to sphere. If you consider yourself among the folk of that alighting place, then I have chosen you and taught you the courtesies particular to your bloodline of saints and messengers, and made you fit to join their noble ranks. Thus spoke the eternal reality, and she is the merciful inheritor of lunar and sublunar bodies that move by her free will and follow unerringly their sound, precalculated courses. Interpreters who live to differentiate between the stations and their degrees of proximity to the majesty of her abode approximate their days and nights away, fixated, yoked by their own intellect, when other faculties disposed to them are better suited to apprehending her. Their eyes are fixed on the finger pointing to the moon, not on the comely moon itself. Guarded treasuries of the guiding lights, extracted from the depths of beginningless eternity, contain vague traces of code that would perplex and vex the intellect, attempting to decipher the mysteries of non-existence in the world of forms. The most discerning among the Mashawites would waste away attempting to ascertain the subtle metaphysics pertaining to them. Be not among the ones with newly starched habits. Ours are coarse and well-worn compared to theirs from years of wayfaring and roaming the lunar and sublunar plains across the vistas of Gaia's vast earth and up the chain of celestial stations. Perform ablutions and upraise yourself. Pursue the station of Kaf and the guiding lights. The axial luminaries of your epoch are masters of gnosis, stripped of sensorial and imaginal data that may contaminate the unrestricted inrushes of self-disclosure from behind the subtle veil. Their vintage is as pure as any kind, and pressed from a fruit of sacred origin, found neither in the east nor in the west, selected from an inverted mother tree whose ancient, penetrating roots run deep into the oversaturated soil of Gaia's resting place in that vast earth of pure highly, unmolded and uncured. The people of the alighting place perceive what she reveals to them of her facets and qualities made manifest upon the two horizons and etched upon their hearts that fluctuate, wherein the truth will be unveiled, and we will recognize that she is the real through whom creation occurs, the hand that moves, the benignant gatherer, the afflicter, and the bringer of reckoning. And when she makes her traces manifest in the world of ensouled beings and on the shores of the isthmus that demarcates the realms of jinn, corporeal creatures and subtle entities, the Gnostic will recognize the alighting place and ascertain the 70,000 mysteries of every guiding light that led her there.